What's going on, guys? Welcome to next week's gold and GJ weekly forecast. Before we get started, guys, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, it helps a lot. And as usual, we're going to dive into gold and then jump over on to GJ. So, guys, we're currently on gold. Let's go up to the monthly time frame and get our bearings. So, what can we see here? What can we see? We are bullish on the monthly time frame. We've got this impulse leg here, Bosh, and then all of this price action inside here is a complex pullback. So knowing that, let's jump down to where price currently is. Okay, we had our POI here. POI is buys above and sells below because that's what's happened historically. And now we've got this engulfing candle. Previous monthly engulfing candle closed back above our POI. We are looking for buys. And if we look how this monthly candle opened, we opened up bearish, collected liquidity, and now we can expect price to continue and break this monthly high right there. And the target on the monthly is going to be these all-time highs. So if we go down to the weekly time frame, what can we see? Again, look, we had this supply zone here on the weekly. We had this impulse, and we had this breaker structure. Price reverse, smashed straight through that weekly high there. Flipped price action from bearish to bullish, and now the zone flipped, and this weekly supply zone turned into weekly demand, and we can now expect this continuation here. However, last week I did want to see this weekly candle break structure. I did want to see it close back above this high here, but we didn't get that. It's no problem, but it would have been nice to see, you know, price close just above here. Then we could expect a little retest, a little pullback, and a continuation there. However, it doesn't matter. Still plenty of opportunities setting up right here. So what can we see? So we've got this week's liquidity here, which tomorrow is going to be the previous weekly high. So what we want to see is price pull back first. We want to see price pull back into this little imbalance here. And then we want to look for buys up, because if we do not take that liquidity first, we anticipate price to smash through them highs right here. However, if it breaks this high at the beginning of the week, we see a fake out confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, candlestick confirmation, price struggling to close above. You know, we're getting lower time frame breaker structure, 30-minute, 15-minute, back below here. We can potentially expect price to start coming down to this zone here. And if we get through this zone, you know, we'll be aiming for that weekly low. So I'm really interested to see this week where the weekly candle goes when it opens. So if we go down to the daily time frame here, what have we got? Again, we are bullish. So we're bullish on the monthly, bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. So what can we expect here? Continuations we're looking for, but we need to wait for price to get into a zone or a good zone for continuation here. We potentially have an imbalance down here. Look, we could pull back into. But what have we got? We've got an impulse here. We've got a retracement. We're looking for a continuation here. We are looking for a continuation. However, we have got a lot of liquidity lying up here because this is the previous weekly high, the previous monthly high. So there is a lot of selling pressure up here. So what we want to do first, if we see price pull back, collect liquidity first, there's a much higher chance that we're going to smash through them highs and continue. Whereas if we just continue, you know, we could potentially see buys fading out and then sells coming in, you know, price giving us that fake out confirmation, reverse the confirmation, and then, you know, we'll look to sell off, you know, down to these levels right here. But on the daily, as I say, it all depends again. You know, if we push straight up on the daily somewhere into here, we can expect price to come down. We can expect price to come down in here. If we push straight up and break this previous weekly high like this, then we're going to be looking for sells again down to somewhere here where we'll be looking for buys. And if we break, you know, below this daily low here, we'll then be looking for, you know, sells down to these lower levels like this. So it all depends how price opens, where it goes, and we're going to be looking at the candle closes as well closely. So if we go to the 4-hour time frame, what have we got? We have got a nice imbalance here. Look at this here. So we're also bullish. 1 second, are we bullish on the 4-hour? Yes, we are. We've got a complex pullback, look, impulse, and then we've got this, we've got a failed high, we've got a failed low, and complex pullback now. So we are going to expect the high to break at some point, but I would love to see price pull back first. If price pulls back first, somewhere into this zone, look, exactly what we want. So we do not take liquidity first at the beginning of the week. So we don't push straight up and straight through. You know, we can open up a little bit bullish somewhere in here, but then if we open up a little bit bullish, we get reversal confirmation come down in here, then it's go time on buys. Next week from here. It's a very nice zone because you see all the zones lining up, exactly what I want to see, from the higher time frame candles and price action to the lower time frame price action, all lining up like clockwork. And that's what we want to see. You know, we want to see high probable entries where the market's lining up and literally telling us where it wants to go. So we are bullish. If we see that, Awesome. If we see price break straight up, then, I mean, we've got a lot of wicks here. So this is a no trade zone for me, really, for buys. If it just shoots up, we need to see price get above here. Somewhere in here, break and retest. Oh, shit. Break and retest up here on the 4 hour to take buys and look for continuations there. Or even above, you know, this level here, ideally. So there's two things I want to see. Obviously, you know, I want to see price open up a little bit bullish. If we do pull back into this level, bang, good time on buys next week. Obviously, if we open up bullish and take this liquidity here and we fake this high, we'll be looking for price to come down here. And again, we're looking to take buys up. If we break through that high at the beginning of the week and take the previous week and monthly liquidity out straight away, I'll be looking for a fake out there. If that happens at the beginning of the week, I'll be expecting the rest of the week, you know, the candle to come back down and maybe potentially test, you know, the previous weekly low candle as well. So I'm looking carefully at what's going to happen on market open. I'm not going to watch market open, of course. I'm just going to, you know, wait till pre-London on Monday morning and then have a look at the market open. But yeah, it's interesting, guys. We've got a nice buy setting up here. If we're going to look for buy continuations, we need structure to be made up here. And on the flip side of that, you know, if we get fake out confirmations up here, there's a lot of selling pressure. As you can see in the past, look where price went, all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here, all the way down here. So if we get fake outs up here, you know, we can look to take sells as well. 1 hour, what have we got? Again, 1 hour. Where are we here? We want to see the same thing. Let me delete some of these lines because we've got the gist of where we're going now. We've got this zone here. I want to see price maybe up and up bullish here, take this liquidity, wick up like that, look, and then sell off somewhere down into here and give us that buy up. That's what I want to see here. If we open up price, oh, is that the new high? Yeah, because until we get a candle close above here, this is still the 1 hour low. So while that's still the 1 hour low, we need this to break for 1 hour to flip bearish. Oh, no, sorry, here. We've got the 1 hour bullish impulse here, sorry. So this is, it's sharing the same price action as the 4 hour. So this is a complex pullback here. So anything to correct that, you know, above here is bullish. So price can pull back anywhere into here. We've got plenty of liquidity down here. But what's lining up very nice, as you've seen on the 4 hour, with this 4 hour imbalance here. Obviously, we've got the 4 hour structure there, 4 hour imbalance here. Obviously, what we're expecting on the weekly. That lines up perfectly. This zone here makes the most sense. If we go down to lower time frames, see if we can find an order block, open it up a little bit. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. We've got one here, look, and that lines up very nice as well. We've got liquidity here. So if we see price whip that high, we want to see price fake the high, come into here, this zone here, and we'll be looking to take buys then up for the rest of the week. And obviously, if we whip up first, we're going to be looking for fake outs and sells back into this zone. And if we break straight up, we need to see candle closes up here. Otherwise, we will be selling off. If we just whip up here, take that liquidity at the beginning of the week, higher chances are that we are going to come back down. Okay, awesome, guys. That's good. Let's jump over on to GJ. What have we got here? Let's clear the chart. Remove drawings. Oh, beautiful. Look at that push at the end of the week right there. Very, very nice. That was expected. You know why? Because we had this, we are bearish, look, guys, on the monthly time frame. So we've got this bearish impulse leg here. All of this is a complex pullback right there. Put this here. Now, here, look, we were looking for sells. We're looking for reversals here. We've been trading with low time frame price action, of course. But when we're in a zone like this supply zone, where price dropped like 6,000 pips, we want to, you know, be looking for potential reversals there. You know, so on the lower time frame, you'd be looking for lower time frame break of structure, 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour breaks of structure to look for them reversals to expect, you know, a potential sell-off. Price faked this high look. It failed to break, and then it looked to sell off. And then it faked to sell. This candle was bearish at one point, so it faked to sell. And then we flipped again. So we had a fake to the high, it faked. So we had a fake to the high, fake to low, and then we had a continuation on the candle here. As soon as we saw this, and this candle opened up bearish, didn't break that high, and then we started pushing up. Guys, that was just good time on buys there. That was the market on the monthly 10 is what we wanted to do. And it's hit our monthly target. Oh, no, it hasn't. Almost has hit the monthly target here. So these are the next levels on the monthly time frame that we want to see tested. So this level here on the low time frame is going to determine whether the price is going to continue up, or we're going to reject and pull back somewhere into here and then continue up. Or on the lowest probable, if we're going to reject here, come down, break structure, retest, and then sell off there. So these are the three scenarios that are going to happen right here. And the most probable one is this one. We're going to get to this level, test it like this here, and we're going to come back, sit in this imbalance here, and bam, we're going to go up from there. Obviously, this could happen as well. Price could just break straight through and break and retest and sell off. Like that could also happen because you got to remember we are bearish on the monthly time frame. So if we go to the weekly, what have we got? Again, we're bullish on the weekly. Finally, we made a new weekly high. So again, this one here, this scenario lines up with what the price action is doing, with what the market is doing there, sorry. And you can see here, look, pulling back straight into this imbalance here. It's opened up on the weekly, take the liquidity, sell off. Beautiful. Of course, you know, we could break and retest and continue. That's lower probable because look how much we've already extended up here. We've been pushed up for weeks and weeks and weeks. We had a little head and shoulders that was forming, but it didn't confirm because we needed a candle close below the neckline to confirm that effect. Trend continuation. And I want to see a pullback. I want to see a pullback somewhere in here. This is the perfect zone here. And then we look for that continuation. Daily, we're on the daily time frame. We've got a little daily breaker structure there. That's very nice. So again, it's this zone, guys. This zone up here. That's what I'm looking at from the higher time frame. We're either going to see break and retest on here. We're going to see if we go back to the weekly candle, actually. So again, weekly candle, the same as gold. If we open up bullish and take that liquidity, bam, you know, we're going to be looking for price to come back down. If we fake that high at the beginning of the week, we're going to be looking for the weekly candle length to come somewhere down here. I don't know if it's going to come all the way down to this zone on one weekly candle. But if we do whip up and take that liquidity first, we are going to see a retracement somewhere in here. But we have got, you know, some big wicks there and some messy candles. So we'll have to open up price on another time frame to see, you know, where it can potentially go. So if we go back to the daily, same on the daily again. You know, if we pull back first somewhere in here and we don't take that high, then we can look to trade up and take that liquidity. This should be a strong push, and then price will decide what it wants to do after that. It'll either consolidate here, continue, or, you know, close back under and sell off. But if we don't take this high first here, this week or tomorrow, it'll be previous week's liquidity, and we pull back, that's what we want to see. We could pull back into this zone first here. This is a nice zone there. And then we can look to trade up through here because that's still a lot of pips here. Got to remember on the lower time frame, the higher time frames, that's still a 100 pip move. So we can expect price to pull back and then continue like that and take that liquidity. 4-hour time frame. Again, look at this. Perfect. So if we see this is setting up actually for a couple of very nice trades going into next week. So there's a couple of things that can happen. Couple of things. Obviously, you know, if we take that liquidity first, we can look to sell here. It's a high probable sell there. We'll look to sell into this zone, and obviously we're bullish, so that'll be the profit target because, you know, chances are it's going to continue from there. But if we do not take this liquidity first, if it takes this candle's liquidity here, fine. But as long as that liquidity there stays intact and we pull back first, that's giving us such a good range to trade into. Super high probable that high is going to get blasted and that liquidity is going to get taken, and we're going to catch that higher time frame continuation. Move. So that's very, very nice. So again, we're watching the weekly candle open, which direction it's going to go. Whichever direction it goes first, chances are it's going to go back the opposite way in the following days after the open. So this is what we want to see. As I say, two scenarios. We want to see this liquidity held. We pull back first and we trade a nice, big, sexy continuation through here. Look at that. Very nice stop loss size here. And we trade the levels as well. Anticipate that the high is going to break. If we take the liquidity first off the high and we close back under, failed high, then we can look to sell here down to this zone. And we'll be looking to take buys as well, you know. So wherever you want to put it, you want to another retest, whatever. And then we can look to sell somewhere down into here. Still a nice little position. And then this zone here is going to determine where price is going next. And that's it, going into the beginning of next week. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. If we go on the 1 hour, just quickly show you, it's the same thing. 1 and the 4 hours sharing the same zones. Again, consolidating here, look, before we finish, consolidating. You see a fake of this high, come down, sell, confirmation. If it just breaks straight down, beautiful buy confirmation where we can anticipate the higher time frame continuation. And that's it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful breakdown. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And remember, we have got the automated prop firm passing and payout process in the Funded Lab. We live manual trading every single day. And you also get one-to-one setup help on the lives in the Discord as well with the Funded Lab. If you join, we run through everything together. We do everything together. You know, everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's got access to the best data, the best files, your handheld all of the way. And if you go onto the Discord, guys, it's free. There's a free link on the website where you can come and have a look at, you know, all the results here. There's also payout proofs. Look at the big one here. This was the biggest payout of the other day, and that was 27,400. That's very, very sick payout there. But it's all there. As I say, guys, if you've got any questions, book call on the website. That's it. Have a good day, and bosh.